Okay, I'm here in Ormoc City at Tito Jeff. I'm having car problems with my Suzuki multi-cab. Yesterday we had trouble, I hit a bump, big bump, and then the engine started hesitating. And so we changed the fuel filter. I thought, well, maybe it shook the gas tank and a slug of dirt got up in the fuel filter. But that didn't help. And then we called a mechanic, and it was what I thought it was. It was a float. Uh, the float it's got a carburetor, not fuel injection. So the carburetor, the float valve got dirty or something and loosened some dirt up in there. And so it wasn't working right, so it was getting choked on fuel. It would hesitate, and then I could take off and it would be okay. But and then while I was up under there changing the fuel filter, I noticed one of the shock absorbers was loose. I said, well, I'll just tighten that bolt up. And I got out my wrench and tightened it, and it took just not much for it to snap off. It twisted the bolt off. So I'm here at Goodyear. I went to a couple of little places. My mechanic for the carburetor couldn't repair the... Let me get out of the way here. He couldn't repair the shock absorber. So we just got... I just left it overnight, and I went around to a couple of different shops, and finally I'll just pull into Goodyear. So they have a Goodyear auto care here in the Philippines, and I'll just see if they'll let me take pictures here. I didn't ask. So you can get probably just about anything done here. I'll check, and yeah, they've got a welding, so I need some welding done. So that's what I'm doing. I'm waiting on repairs here at the Goodyear, and I got out and just take a walk around. It's getting ready to rain, so I'll keep you updated on repairs here at Goodyear in Ormoc City, which is across from the let's see, what do they call it? China Gate Mall? Chinatown. East Chinatown Mall. There is no West Chinatown Mall, but it's called Chinatown Eastgate. That's what it's called. Chinatown Eastgate, which is a brand new little shopping center over there, and it's got all this Chinese architectural features. It's got a 7-Eleven. It's got a Watson's Pharmacy. It's got a pizza shop and what else? Like a milk tea shop, I think. But it's mostly unoccupied since it's brand new. All right, back to Goodyear, and we'll wait for the repairs. Okay, so I left the multi-cab here at the shop and went home for a while. Left it here at about 11 o'clock. The mechanic had something else to do. He had to go somewhere. So I came back, and they're just now, I think, getting to work on it. It's about 3 o'clock. And starting to take a look at it. He's concerned about the proximity of the gas lines to the place where he has to weld. I think that's what the problem is. But we'll see. I don't know if you can see it, but he's cutting off the bolt using a cutting torch. He's got the gas tank wrapped in wet cloth. Yeah, there it is. He's going to cut that bolt off and then put another one in and weld it. Okay, so they've made the repair and did a good job. Had him check the other shock mount to make sure if I change that, it's not going to break on me. It's okay. So I'm just going back in here to the office and wait for the bill. Okay, so I got the multi-cab repaired for a total of 2,430 pesos, which is about $48 and I think 60 cents. So they had to cut out with a cutting torch the remains of the shock mount that was twisted off. Then they had to weld in another bolt to make a new shock mount and then install the shock mount. And they had to do all that close to the fuel lines and the fuel tank, which was pretty dangerous. And that included the cost of the shock absorber. I think the shock absorber was $26, so the labor is not much here. But they've done a good job, and if I need work done again at Goodyear in Ormoc City, I'll be glad to go back there, and I think they can fix about whatever I need if it's something that I can't fix on my own. All right, so that's a good deal in Ormoc City, Leyte the Philippines.